Okay.
Last we left off.
Last we
were at
left
the
off
Blue
just a
Water
few
Inn.
moments ago. Yeah. Anderson and you had overheard some casual small talk between Father Lucian and Rictavio, sorry, about the preparations for the upcoming festival of the Burning Sun. And Panton had shared a little bit of information about his skepticism of the way that the woman behind the counter understood the ravens outside. And you guys are talking about your rooming situation.
So yeah, we should probably all just stay in one room and just try to live comfortably over there.
Ira was animate that he needs his own personal space, so I guess we'll drop it for now. We'll talk about it later tonight when we go to bed.
Yeah, while you were off in the corner, Panton, we decided that Ira and I would bunk together again.
I mean, we could share a whole room, like a room together, but I just feel like it would be nice, and it's not. It's like not a big deal to me. But
Yeah,
I was just kind of thrown by how much you guys all wanted to stay in the same place.
It was almost odd.
It's just sometimes when you get a bad feeling about things.
Right. I understand now that you've spoken more, and it's just kind of interesting that I do feel a little bit more relaxed here than I have been. So, but yeah, I'm hoping to go into town and learn some spells if there's anybody here that has that ability, but maybe that's a long shot.
I mean, we have a somewhat of a guide in an inn.
Yeah.
Through the father, so.
Does he have time to be showing us around town?
I mean,
he can at least tell us where to look.
Yeah, I'd like to sell some stuff that I've been carrying around that's getting heavy.
Okay.
Does everybody else just have gold?
I'll go grab the father
as well.
Yeah, just gold.
We don't use Electrum where I'm from. Yeah. Selling currency.
Nicodemus, as you stand up and start heading over towards the father, Lucian sees you coming and stands up and shakes Rictavio's hand one last time, pats him on the back. I assume you're ready to have a discussion now.
It seems that way. Sorry for, excusing you the way we did. But, we're new to this land and area, so we try to, rely on each other, and new people, new faces can often, lead to trouble.
I understand the caution. It is difficult coming to Barovia. I've seen many adventurers like yourself here. I guess, is there anything that what are you looking for here in Vallaki outside of your task with Irina and Ismark? Is there anything else that you're looking for here?
I think...
Has he come back and addressed all of us, or is he still just talking?
Yeah, he's talking to all of you.
Oh, sorry, I thought he was just with me. Okay.
Nope. Nope, he's back at the table with all of you.
Well, ideally, if there's any way to leave, but I imagine you would have done that yourself if you could.
If I could, I probably would have. I would have ushered all of the people that come into St. Andrel, I would have ushered them one by one out of this forsaken place. See, new dawn. But
So I guess we're stuck here trying to survive.
as far as I'm aware, the only people that have free comings and goings of this place are the Vistani. Or why, I have no idea. But I am not Vistani, and by the looks of it, neither are any of you.
What's
Father
been
is-
going on in town too? When we were traveling with Ismark, he was a bit surprised at the inspection when we got to the city. Or the village, sorry.
Oh, the burgomaster is fond of his events. Weekly, he stirs up a new event, something to bring joy to the town. Last couple weeks, there's been a excessive amount of werewolf and wolf activity outside of the town here. They threw Wolf's Head Jamboree. I'm sure you saw all of the wolf's heads on spikes as you came up. It was a festival to celebrate the killing of a lot of people here's enemies.
And so does WHJ happen every week, or it's a different event?
Well, this week it's the Festival of the Blazing Sun. It's different every week, every 2 weeks. There is a new festival. Attendance is mandatory.
Even for outsiders such as us?
I imagine you will be paid a visit. No visitor of Vallaki goes unnoticed by the Baron here.
Is it the Baron or the Burgermeister?
It's Baron Vargas Velakovich is the burgomaster.
Okay. People.
And he is in charge. He is the
Yeah, mine's not
representative and government of the town.
Yes, here of late he has been ruling with an iron fist, his henchman, Isaac. A pure evil on that one. Ever since he was a young boy. Lost his arm in the woods from a wolf attack. One day in his teens, it magically grew overnight. It's a monstrosity. The arm is not his. I don't know how it came to be. It has magical properties. Uses it to intimidate. He is the direct henchman of Vargas.
So you're not a fan of this Baron?
I think
How long
sometimes
has
he
he
means
ruled?
well, but
Oh.
I think, no, it is... Vallaki has been in the Velakovich line for many years. His father and his father before him.
Can I ask a question?
That is what we are doing here. We're trying to
Yeah.
understand each other. Yes, you may ask a
Absolutely.
question.
I'm looking for the finest wine. What would, in your opinion, be the best wine you can get?
I would imagine you would have to go to the Wizard of Wines to get something
Heard
finer
that
than
before. Where are
what.
they?
They're west of here.
So this Baron, how's his relationship with, Strahd?
He is not fond of Strahd, rather. He throws these jamborees, these festivals, every week, every other week, hoping to bring about the end of the curse. They believe, the people of this town often believe, especially him, that if they will the happiness to be in the town, that the curse will be lifted. That it is long past a curse that has been passed down because so many people have been negative, and they're not embracing the happiness that they have, and they're ungrateful for what they do have. So the Baron tries to throw festivals to bring cheer, and hoping that the Morning Lord will have mercy on them and shine light on their land once again.
And in your opinion, who's the lesser of the two evils?
Between Strahd and the Baron,
Yes.
I would absolutely say that the Burgomaster is the lesser of the two evils. I think at least he means well.
Well, at least we all have disdain for the same person then.
There are not all have a hatred for Strahd. Some people, they do not announce it, but there is a cult within this town. I know of it. I have not been able to fish it out, but survivors of the cult have come to my church pleading for safe haven, a means to escape the cult.
What kind of cult is it?
Yeah, the hell they doing in this cult?
Talks of dark rituals in a basement, blood sacrifices to bring about bountiful harvests, sacrifices to appease Strahd for safety. They're all masked, you see. They do not know who else is a member.
Now, Father, I don't want to get personal here, but I feel like I gotta ask something. You have any children?
No, sir. I never took love. I was devoted to the faith my whole life and found the need of fulfilling others' lives, trying to help them, far too overwhelming to ever give more of myself to another human, to a wife.
Well, just making sure. We had some. We came across Father Donovich and his son. Just wanted to make sure.
That would be poetic indeed, if that was the same situation here. Father Donovich has passed, unfortunately. I don't know if you knew him or were friends with him.
I had spoke with Father Donovich on several occasions.
Were you
It's a
aware of
shame.
his son?
I mean, his son had passed many years ago, headed up to Strahd's, as a lot of villagers did from Vallaki, Barovia.
Partner, I feel like I need to tell you the truth. His son didn't just die. He was bitten by Strahd. Donovich kept him in the basement.
You see the color sort of drain from his already pale face. I see.
I didn't want to be the one to tell you, just no point in lying to you.
That is a burden I do not wish on any father.
Things got out of hand. My compatriots here mostly took care of it. or they took care of it, and he hung himself from the bell.
That is foul indeed.
Again,
my
don't
apologies
mean
that you
to-
had to witness such vile acts. Wish
Yeah,
you was
didn't-
stronger to resist the urges, the temptations of ending it all. There are so many people here that could have benefited from the help of a man of worship. I guess that's neither here nor there. I will have to make my way to Barovia to find someone to, or maybe my altar boy can study and I will send him there to take his place.
Barovia is dying, like even faster than maybe it has in recent years. Some sickness plagues the town.
All the more
People are
reason,
nuts there.
all the more reason for me to venture that way and see if I can offer help.
Just,
I mean to say that it might be becoming a lost cause.
well,
And if people still need
It-
you here,
partner, it's dangerous there. If you go, you may not want to go by yourself.
I do have my own troubles here. It is true. I have from the sounds of it, Ismark and Irina came for the hallowed grounds of St. Andrel. I do not know if I can trust you, but I would rather tell a group of strangers than a close friend like Ismark and have them lose the faith. The bones have gone missing. The grounds of St. Andrel are no longer hallowed. I check on them every morning before I say my prayers.
They didn't like get up and walk away, did they?
No, there was absolutely a forced entry underneath the altar.
Ira perks up at this.
Who do you suspect did it? Who would have reason to do it?
Wouldn't be the cult, would it?
It's quite possible. It's quite possible there are some cultists, maybe one that had infiltrated, some that are devoted to Strahd that would want to see harm come upon the people that seek refuge in the church.
These are the bones, I suppose, of this Saint Andril. Does everyone know that the bones are there, and that's what keeps the grounds hollowed?
It's in the history. Everyone that comes to this church knows the origin of Saint Andrel. Long ago, in the early days of Vallaki, the town was set upon by the forces of darkness. The Morning Lord's faithful gathered to pray for salvation and found themselves besieged, entrapped within the church. As time passed, supplies dwindled. Food became more and more scarce, as they weren't able to leave to gather any additional food. As the people of the church were starving, the congregation started talking amongst themselves about what they were going to do, the grim fate of it all. Their hope was dwindling. But Saint Andrel offered his body to sustain the nourishment of the congregation. To this day, even, we sometimes eat a symbolic flesh of Saint Andrel to commemorate the sacrifice that he made for the good of the people back then, to help them live until the darkness was gone. Once his bones were picked clean, he was laid to rest beneath the church. It was through this ritual and this sacrifice that those bones became holy, symbol to ward out the evil of the night. Keep those safe.
Have you witnessed this power that they supposedly have yourself?
The power of the bones, you mean? I haven't seen any vampire spawn or any fiend or anything enter the church since. There's been no record of any attacks on the church since.
And when did
Now-
they go missing?
A little less than a week ago.
Now, what do these bones look like? Other than just bones. Anything that might help us if we come across them?
Like wide hip bones, narrow hip bones. Sorry, that was
Markings,
irreverent.
clothing, items.
Anything?
So, just a little something to know about us, Father, is we're stuck here. Like we gotta get in good with the natives to be able to survive. So we do genuinely want to help.
Yeah. I know the groundskeeper, the one that helps with the burials, Milovaj. I've tried to talk to him myself, and he seems very standoffish. Only the close members of the church are aware that the bones are missing. He seems upset about it, but I don't know. Something.
You suspect him?
I suspect he knows more than he's telling me.
Maybe we should pay him a visit.
I mean, Anderson can look pretty intimidating when he wants to.
I didn't. Why with the intimidation? I just said maybe we should go talk to him.
We can always just
where can we
persuade him.
find?
And maybe look at where the bones were, and we might be able to find something that you
Some
missed.
clues, yeah. I mean,
clue,
we all have specialized talents.
It'll be
Yeah, we're
rather
killing-
difficult to. You'll have to be there in the morning when I do my daily check. I have to continue to put on the charade.
Oh, you're saying it'll be difficult to bring us to where they were stored
I can
other than that time?
I can show you, but it'll be difficult for me to open up.
How
The
many
altar.
priests are there
The
in your
altar
church?
slides back to a small space. And I make sure that they're there every morning, and people see what I'm doing, and they know that something's there. They don't know what, but if I were to open it up all the way, too many questions might be asked. How many people what? I'm sorry.
How many people have access to the crypt on an average? How many priests are there?
Is just me, the Yesik and Milovaj.
This man
But
you
everyone, any patron that comes seeking safe haven, door is always open. They are more than welcome to sleep. There's no telling what happened in the night while I was in my room.
this man who you think might have some info, Where does he hang out usually?
He lives here in town, but he spends the majority of his day at St. Andrew tending to the grounds, digging graves for recently deceased, taking care of any headstones, and he's the groundskeeper. As he's in the middle of having that conversation with you, you all hear a heavy of the door open up, into one large burly gentleman, bald head, large beard, draped in some furs, and another kind of scrawny guy, greasy black, shoulder-length hair, come in, and they have a massive wolf draped between the two of them. They're both carrying it in. Dead.
Who are those two?
He leans in. Those are dangerous men, but good if you can get them on your side. The slender one is Yevgeny, and the tall, burly man is Zoldar. They're local woodsmen, hunters, trappers, guides, mercenaries, if you will. And they come in, and they walk up to the bar, and they just flop this wolf on the bar. And Danica comes out. We still haven't finished all of the last one that you brought us. That's not part of the deal. You said we bring you a wolf, you say you give us gold. I know, but we've had fewer and fewer patrons. We're gonna have to put a little bit of a hold on this. I'll pay for this wolf and honor our bargain, but we're not gonna need any for at least a couple more weeks. Yeah, alright then. Better pay up for this one. Maybe make our next ales on the house then, right? We can do that. Have a seat wherever you'd like. And I'll bring you something to drink. I appreciate it. And the taller, burly gentleman just kind of grunts, and they come and they seat themselves on the end of the table over here.
As they walk past, are they heavily armored and weaponized?
Do they have any plate mail?
No, they don't. They're wearing leather, lots of leather armor, wolf skins, both of them with bows, large hunting bows, and then also just a simple short sword. So, I mean, they definitely look like they're survivalists.
Okay. So more woodsmen, not necessarily like mercenaries.
Yeah. An older gentleman, also tan skin, comes out, hearing the commotion, and Danica turns to him. Erwin, can you help me carry this out back? Maybe Bray and Brom can help cut it up and put it in the storage. I'm sure we can find something for them.
I want to walk up to the scary-looking gentleman.
Okay.
Hello, sirs.
The two that walked in?
The
Okay.
survivalists, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they take the wolf back into the back room.
So, Zoldar and Yevgeny or whatever.
Yevgeny.
Yevgeny. And walk up there. Hello, my name is Enora.
Yeah, what do you want?
Well, I I picked up something that you might be interested in, and I was hoping to make a trade or coin.
We don't have no coin for you. I mean, you better have some coin for us. We'll do anything and get some coin, but we don't have a lot of coin to be giving away, you know what I mean?
Well, if you're earning coin, why wouldn't you be interested in buying what I've got to sell?
I guess we'll see what you got, but it's probably got to be really good.
Okay, I'll pull out the human-sized chainmail that I've been carrying around. Put it on the table. It's a little too big for me. I'm wearing one anyways, but it's just too big. So I was hoping to, give it to or make a trade for somebody who could use it. And since you guys look really tough, I bet you would like it.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir?
You ever snuck up on a wolf in chainmail?
No, I don't tend to sneak.
We do.
I mean, if you don't want it, you could just say no thank you. I'll find somebody else to buy it. It's okay.
Yeah. Sorry, you need a guide, you need us to get a monster, you need to know where something is, you can let us know. We'll find it. We'll take you there. We can, work out a deal, maybe trade for that, but I'm not going to give you a coin for something I don't need,
No, totally fair, sir. No, I wasn't expecting you to buy it if it was not to be useful for you. And unfortunately, we already have somebody in our party who's kind of good at that stuff. So it was very nice to meet you, and you guys enjoy your lunch. I'll go see if I can find another buyer for this. Thank you. And
Honora, you probably shouldn't just go up to random people and be like, "Hey, I have this thing for you,"
I thought that was very well done.
because we don't know what these people are going to do.
Panton.
So tell me, Father.
It's fine.
So tell me, Father, who taught them manners?
They have been on their own for a very long time. I don't know who their parents are, but I know that they have basically found a way to make a living on their own. They know the woods better than anybody around here, and if there's anything in particular that you're looking for, anybody, any place, anything, they would probably be the two that I would trust more than anyone to take you there.
So you haven't enlisted their aid for your other particular little problem yet? Because it sounds like they might be perfect.
Well, they're not really good at keeping secrets.
Oh.
And if word got out that our situation wouldn't be too good.
What do you think would happen? Like, do you think Strahd
Widespread
would
panic.
Potentially. It might be the only thing that's keeping him away is his knowing that the bones are there. If he were to find out, like I said, there are cults, there are people that still worship him here. If they had a means to communicate to him that it's possible they could relay the message and he could bring down terror on this town.
How many people in the town know of this cult?
I haven't figured that out. I don't know how large it is. From the people that I've talked to in the congregation that have come to me from there, they don't divulge too much information for fear that even the walls will not keep them safe. Because the people that could kill them are not necessarily fiends or dead. Do with that information what you will. I would be grateful for any assistance. It sounds like it could help your friends out as well if the bones were recovered.
I'm feeling more comfortable in your friendship, for sure. Thank you so much for all the information that you've given us. I do believe we have some some items to procure, or some rations, normal travel and stuff. And then yeah, we'll meet you tomorrow morning to look into the particular problem that you have. I think, if that's okay with everybody. I don't want to speak for the whole group.
Sure. That's fine with me, Father. Do you know? You said there's the Wizards of Wines to the west. Are there any other magical practitioners in town?
Not that I'm aware of anybody that has come out to the open, but don't let the Wizard of Wine's name fool you. It is just a gimmick. It's
Oh, okay.
They say their wine is so good it must be created with magic. So
Magic. Okay. Great advertising. Yeah.
Well, Father, before we go, see, I'm actually here looking for someone. What do you. And I'm just wondering, you happen to know any necromancers of the Vistani variety? Anderson like leans in and quietly and like very quietly
That might have
says,
the name of Grigori.
Grigori.
He asks everybody. Don't feel bad if you don't know.
But nobody has said one or two yet. So
Actually, I believe that Ava gave us some information. You know, that lady you don't trust?
Unfortunately, I cannot say that I do. While I do try to keep tabs on some of the evil that lurks around, I can tell you that they're not directly in direct harm of this town. So they're not a threat to this town. So I can't tell you one way or the other. I haven't heard of him. But as I said, it's possible that the two gentlemen behind you might.
Yeah, something tells me I'd tell them to get info. They'll probably tell the whole town.
Or they'll charge you for it.
Or they'll charge me a lot for it.
I think that the latter, would be more likely. Their prices are actually not terrible. When we were short on food, I've enlisted them to help gather certain medicinal herbs and things from the woods and
how much did that cost? If I was looking for a plant or something like that.
It depends on the rarity of the plant. For me, I paid 1 electrum piece for not only the herb to be brought, but also a map to the location. So I thought that it was quite worth it. If it was something, I've heard them charging as much as 5 gold per day for
5
their
gold
services.
or 5 electrum?
5 gold pieces. They do trading with the Vistani.
Okay.
And the Vistani take that currency. But they won't leave at night unless the price is right.
Do you know the Gigglefoot plant?
I have not heard of it. No. That have medicinal properties.
Yes. In a way.
I'll look in my book when I get back to the church, but I have not heard of it.
It makes you want to dance, so medicinal to some.
It's quite possible that Baron Vargas would be interested in something like that. It might be something that could bring joy to the town. Whether they are aware of it or not. I'm not saying that we should force people to dance against their will, but it could be beneficial. Something to keep in mind, I suppose. I will be seeing you around the town. You know where I stay, and I will be on the lookout for you. We should reconvene here tomorrow. Maybe I stop by in the morning and we can do this again on my coin. I appreciate your help and, more than anything, your privacy in the matter. Please refrain from telling anybody about our secret.
I don't know if we have anybody we can tell.
Well, our employers.
But we've finished that job. They're not really our employers once they pay us anymore.
True, but they're still our friends. What do you think,
We don't
Father?
need to tell them.
Sure, but doesn't that endanger them?
Sometimes what people don't know won't hurt them.
Right, if we solve this little mystery,
And sometimes
then...
it kills them.
Look, how about we solve it before we talk to them?
That's
That
what I
way.
hope.
I mean, the idea is if we solve the mystery, then everyone is safe, and then we don't have to worry about it.
Wonderfully optimistic, sure. Okay.
You've met me, right?
You
But
know,
I thought you
I
were coming
would
around a little bit earlier.
Well,
I would not be totally opposed if we told them to maybe manacle each other together.
I mean, it's still a church. I would think that there's some holiness to it. Or
like
maybe
the
the
one in
father.
Barovia that got ransacked by wolves.
And had a
And
vampire
spawn in the basement.
Maybe that one wasn't like the priest was corrupted or something. I don't know. Maybe there's a reason why it wasn't holy anymore. And we could ask the priest to make sure that Irina
Certainly didn't
stays
have
safe.
saint stones.
This is the only place in Barovia that has hallowed grounds that I am aware of.
But it doesn't right now.
It's true. That's correct.
So did you trust? Do we trust him?
Trust who? Talking.
You. I'm asking them if we trust you.
Yeah, why
I
wouldn't
don't
we trust
see
him?
any reason why not.
Do you not trust him?
I
trust
don't know
everyone,
him very
and
well.
that's
I feel pretty
the
good about
different
him, so I'm willing to tell him this. So, Strahd is after Irina, and we came here to protect her from him.
I think he knew that.
All the more reason for us to find these bones.
But there is wisdom in what Ira is saying about letting Irina and Ismark know.
How about
the
this?
place they feel the safest isn't right now.
Well, maybe give Ismark a day to have a nice night's sleep.
I have some pull with the town guard. I can have a few extra post up outside to survey the area a little better.
Something, I suppose.
My apologies, but daylight is wasting, and I have lots of things to attend to at the church. I really appreciate you sharing this food with me, allowing me to share my burden with you. There is anything else that I can help you with, I would be more than willing to reach out to some of my contacts. I will absolutely look into your what did you say it was?
I might ask these fine gentlemen to look into it for me myself, but if you do as well.
Actually, there is, if you have a network of people that are information gathering, we did run into some of these hags, and I'd like to finish what we started. So if you have any updates or whereabouts about those, that is also something that is on our plate.
I will try to see if I can gather some information.
I mean, any knowledge about hags, their weaknesses, their strengths, that would help.
Or where they're making more of them meat pies, if they are making them.
Do you guys have a meat pie problem here?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
I don't
Good.
eat meat pies from anybody because they're not good.
BRB, sorry, 1 second. Piss myself.
I know.
He's just looking to end the session, and we're just here asking a million questions.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions.
How upset would everybody? How upset would everybody be if Pant decided to sneak off and maybe warn Irina and Ismark what's going on?
You realize that
That-
the
that
sneaking
Because
off
that's-
part is the part that would cause everybody. If you just wait until we're at the church and you just kind of whisper to them,
Yeah,
then it's a
I
whole
know.
different thing. Yeah.
Well,
I know.
as in the words of a DM, you can certainly try.
Ooh, yeah, fuck you, Panton.
Yeah, we can't stop you if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
It's your character.
You know?
I'll
I
stop
mean,
you.
yeah, it makes sense.
Because
Oh, he's coming.
Pan doesn't trust anything about this place.
I could hear
Okay,
the
guys,
whole
he's
thing
back.
anyways.
No, no, no.
Keep my headset
Can you with us in your ears? Oh,
We
lovely.
were secretly planning.
Yeah, no, I heard it. I'll pretend like I didn't, but
No, it's fine.
It doesn't matter if you heard it or not. You gotta play it like you didn't anyways.
right, exactly.
Just like I really want to talk about the carnival thing, and they were looking for people and acts, and I don't know that because I didn't hear that.
True. Father Lucian stands up from the table. You know where to find me. I'm going to take my leave.
Where will you be hanging out in case we have to look for you
Church,
again?
Panton, the church.
I will be at the church. Either the church or here. There are some times where I make house calls for the elderly that are incapable of making it to the church, but that is probably the best bet.
If you could maybe stick around in the church for at least the next 2 days, that would be great.
I will do what I can. Enjoy the accommodations. And I look forward to meeting you again here in the morning tomorrow, okay?
You don't want us to meet you at the church?
No, we will meet here for breakfast, and then we can head
Okay.
back over there if you would like.
Sure.
Have a good rest of the day. It was a pleasure to meet you all.
Thank you
Me.
again, Father.
Nods and walks out the door. Takes his leave. And you are left alone at the table. You do anything?
Probably clean up and get ready to go. We need to go to the store. Gotta make sure we've got plenty of rations. I'm getting low. God,
I'm gonna approach the. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
just unload some stuff. So yeah, Panton, do you want to go shopping? The shopkeeper's got to be nicer here, but I kind of don't want to go by myself.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, I could do that.
I'll go too. I'd like to see the town.
Y'all go ahead. I want to ask these gentlemen some questions.
Oh, can I first?
Yeah. You're welcome to join me.
I mean, we can wait if you're not going to be that long. What about what we're going to do with the two little ones? He wanted
Make
to
it-
go to the store and sell some stuff too. Right, Reek?
Oh,
Reek?
I've been here this whole time.
yeah, they're sitting over at the table directly behind you, where the dog is sitting at right now.
Probably playing with the dog or something.
Yes, I would like to go try to sell some things, of course. Maybe I could go with Ismark and Irina, though. I appreciate you guys bringing me along, but they were like father and mother to me back in Barovia. I feel like if my family abandons me, I feel like I would rather be with them.
Hey, you know what? Myrtle, Freak, you know what I could do? I could probably actually take you guys over there to Ismark and Irina and Honora and Anderson. I'll meet you guys up at the store.
Do you know
Now,
where
come
the
on,
store
let's
is?
go. And I'll just grab the kid's hand and begin making my way towards the door if they allow it. Come on, let's go take you to Ismark and Irina. Just totally ignoring Honora at this point.
Don't get lost.
They don't object, and they climb out of their chairs.
Okay, see you guys later. I'm gonna go take them to the church, to Irina and Ismark. Yep.
Alrighty. As you open up the door, and I'll kind of do something so you guys can all see. As you open up the door and head out with the two children, you're met face to face with a 7-foot-tall, dour-faced, bald man, a monstrous hand gripping a large battle axe draped over his shoulder. This axe is probably about as tall as he is. He is just standing there. And as you walk out, he is not moving from in front of you. In fact, he looks directly at you. Your friends, come with me.
Do we know you?
Your presence has been requested by the Burgomaster.
And I'll step
So
in.
I have no problem meeting the Burgomaster, but I want to take these kids to a different place right quick. So if you can give me like a half hour, we'll be with you, all of us.
I'll stand in front of Panton with an arm outstretched, mom style, and be like, "Hello, you are?"
I have been sent here to pull you to Baron Vargas Vlakovich's manor. You will come right now.
Okay. Is the church on the way so we can drop off the kids?
No,
Do the kids need to come with us?
I will take children.
Anderson comes out and is like, the hell's all this commotion? Jesus! You are very tall.
He's requested our presence at the Burgomeister's mansion. They need, apparently it's urgent.
Partner, what do they feed you here?
I eat
Gigglefoot.
food, just like everyone else.
Right.
You must come now. I have no patience left.
Alright, Nicodemus. I think we should go. We're being summoned.
Fine. Do we have to?
I think
you
so.
see that man there? You see how big he is? If you don't want to go, you take that up with him.
Father Lucian asked us not to violence in town.
Just one sec. I'm about to cut a deal here.
Locksmith, I'd listen to the man who's a head taller than any of us.
What? Oh.
Especially because we're not allowed to violence.
Again, that too.
I mean, I'm not prone to violence right now. I just want to take kids back to their mother and father. That's all.
Oh wait, yeah. What about the kids?
I will take children.
Oh. Okay.
Where they go?
Is it on the way?
Could we could we just swing by the church?
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then you take the children, and we'll go to the Burgomeister.
No,
We worked
I
really
will take
hard.
you to Burgomaster. Then I will take children.
Ah.
We worked really hard to make sure these children are safe. How do we know that we can trust you, person who's not introduced themselves to us at all?
I work for the Burgomaster. If you want to be in Vallaki, you must trust Burgomaster. You must trust me.
Again, Yeah.
Well,
what
where
did
we
you say?
come from,
If we go to the Burgomeister, then hopefully we'll be okay. All right.
The children can stay if you
Okay.
wish.
Here or with the Burgomeister?
Burgomeister, it's no big deal.
I like that idea better. Yeah, we'll go with you. We're not saying that we won't go with you. We just needed to make sure that they're safe. That's all.
Your presence has been requested by the Burgomeister.
Yes, you've said that.
Of
It
Vallaki?
is
No, of Barovia. Yes,
Oh.
Vallaki.
Oh, okay.
Vargas Volakovich is requesting you.
Yes.
He wishes to know
To
of
be able
your-
to go, sir, not to interrupt, but you need to move so we can go outside.
The Baron?
Yes.
Yes.
Is he a
Yes.
Baron? I thought his first name was Baron.
Well, I thought he
Both.
was the Burgomeister.
He's both.
Right. But his name's Baron.
No.
Baron's
while
his
they're
title.
while they're trying to confuse him, I would like to try to sneak past him if I can at all.
Sir,
You can roll a
Nicodemus
stealth
is
check.
not going to be able to get by until you move.
Come on, don't let.
Oh
my...
that clutch, not 20 though.
Oh shit!
Distracted by all of your questions about the real nature of his,
Name. Title.
title.
Everything.
He's just looking around and just kind of gets frustrated and looks up in the sky. As soon as you see his head raise, you take that time. Do you grab the children with you?
No, I don't grab the children this
Just
time.
you? Okay.
Just me at this point. Yep.
Okay. Where are you stealthing away to?
The church.
I'm making my way to the church.
Okay. Knowing
Panting on
that,
his own little adventure.
knowing that they are going to eventually be walking away, you quickly hide in the stairwell up here, waiting for them to leave. We must go. Grab
Yes.
your things, and I will
Right, but
accompany
you gotta move from the
am-
doorway.
I am away.
'Kay.
Let's go.
Follow him. So
Um,
distracted with him, I'm not gonna notice the Panton's gone either.
And we will pick up there 2 weeks from now.
What?
What?
I didn't even get to smite anything.
No
not a
combat this
paladin.
session.
I still know smite.
Well, you could have smoked the big guy if you wanted to.
Nora,
Yeah,